So, it's me, your little boy, Kisamson. I have this message to give us. And I know that this message will be a confirmation to many people out there. Because I know that majority of choosing ones are going through tough time. And I know that this video is going to let you know that you are indeed a choosing. You are indeed a choosing, not by mistake. You know, one reason that qualified you, that you will use to know that you are indeed a choosing, is that you will come to understand that one person, either your friend, your family, your relative, one person will do what? We convinced a lot of people to become your enemy overnight. Just believe me. We have a lot of people today who will do what? Who will convince others, who will make others turn them to become your own enemy. He will just manipulate them. Only one person, I'm not talking about 30, 40. He will manipulate them to that point where even people who don't know you will just start to do what? Talk bad of you, hate you. Because someone is automatically hating you. And you just be wondering, how come? What is happening? Why is it that thousands, 20, 15, 16, they just automatically do what? Start to hate you without you hurting them, without you offending them, without you doing them nothing. Why? Because you are indeed a choosing ones. So being a choosing, it pissed the majority of people off. Being a choosing, many of them are always offended by you standing out to become different, by you standing out to make something what great, to bring something unique. It pissed the majority of people up there. It kicked them off. So another thing you used to know that you are a choosing. Sometimes you will see yourself gathering in the dream by what? By what? Either a group of people praising God. You know, I can remember those days when I was at home. There was a time that I was in a dream like that. So inside that dream, I saw a multitude of angels. And this angel, if physically, maybe we decide to debate their age, they will not be up to 12 years with white garment. They are gathered what? In a place, in a circle. I was in the center. I was just like, what is happening? When I wake up, I said, what is happening? That means these are the angels. And then I have not been able to confirm whom I was, you know, who I am then. So I was just like, what is really what going on? I was totally what? Flabbergasted. You know, so totally what? Confused. So after everything, I realized that when I start to do what I'm doing now, I realized that this is one of the greatest signs that I'm a choosing. And also, sometimes you will also be seeing yourself praising God. You know, maybe you just see yourself walking above the ground. You just be walking, not on the ground, but it will just be like you are moving on the place where you are walking. It just on the air. So another thing that I saw was a confirmation, a written word that was written on the ground. I was the one who was writing it, choosing. So when I wake up, I say, oh my God, that was last 2 years. Last year, yeah. Then that is when I discovered that this is a reward confirmation of who I am. You know what I'm saying? So these are the signs you use to do to confirm that indeed you are a choosing. So another sign is that you will be addicted. You will be addicted to the word of God. You know what I'm saying? When I mean addicted, there is difference between I know the word of God and I am addicted to it. You know, every time you can understand that every time the word of God will be like a food to your own word, soul and spirit. You will just be You will just be in love with it. Anytime you hear the word of God, it looks like you are eating food. Anytime you see someone talking about God, you will just feel like, this is the best time. Whether the one you have heard before, whether the one you have not heard, it will just be like something new about you. And another thing is that you do what? People will start to do what? Reduce. Your circle will start to reduce. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth is this. Think about it. Jesus have met, on the joining of Jesus, he have met millions of people, but it was only recorded that 12 disciples he selected. That means you have a small circle. People, you will have a lot of friends, but they are not what the ones that will do what, that will always be there. When I mean always be there, you will have a lot of people whom you greet. Not that you hate them, you greet them, but they are not your main friend. They are not your real friend in Christ. Your circle will just do what, will reduce. The moment, maybe you are unbeliever before, the moment you start to know God, you come to understand that people whom do used to stay with you, do stuff with you, they'll start to reduce step by step. You know what I'm saying? And another thing is that people will start to attack you. People whom you do used to do stuff, because you turn around to become different. So that will make them to do what? To turn against you. Because you focusing and becoming whom God have called you to be, a lot of people must surely go against it. You know what I'm saying? So these are the signs. And another thing, even your own family will become an enemy to your own mission. For example, is David. Example is what? David and Joseph. So your own people will do what? Will start to make sure they pull you down instead of pushing you what? Up. You know what I'm saying? So remember, God bless you.